Mexican trying to be black. Let's get him out of here. Trying to be black.
It's your boy Montana, yeah?
Yes, another Mexican trying to be black. Get him out of here. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Bring him in. He got kids that should be home. The kids should be asleep. Let's get him out of here.
Damn.
Kids need to be asleep. Let's get him out of here.
Still
look like Polo G. Get him out of here.
I don't with snakes. I got trust up in my guys. I don't trust my bitch no more. Why the fuck she had to lie?
Let's get him out of here. Yep. Appreciate it. Too old to be wearing a ski mask. Let's go. Too old. Yep. Get him out of here. Playful nigga. Keep rolling out of here. Keep rolling out of here. How old are you, man?
31.
That's a rough 31, brother. Nigga, we the same age. You look like that. What the? What 31 is that? Nigga, I'm 31. What the fuck? Nigga, that nigga look 52, man.
They said playful ninja. Get him out of here. So yeah, sometimes we don't got time to play. Sometimes we don't got time to play. You know who else don't got time to play? Rihanna. Yeah, Riri, man. Apparently, after yesterday, the day before yesterday, whenever it took place, after those antics went down with the young lady that tried to pop Rihanna, Riri, with her AR-15, you know what I'm saying? Riri has fled the country. Yeah. Her and her children have left her Beverly Hills home. I think we got a clip of it too, man. Take a look at this joint real quick.
Really quick look, because the entire street where Rihanna lives is now completely shut down. No access whatsoever. But if you go to Skyfox Place, you can see that there's 3 young children, and they're matching the ages of Rihanna's. I believe they're 5, 6, and 6 months. Taken out of the house. They were put in vehicles. They were driven out of here. We're told that Rihanna's not here. The kids are no longer here. They were here when this happened. As to who this woman is, well, let's take a look.
Criminalists are going to be doing trajectory analysis, so they need a chunk of the street in order to do that.
Moving media crews out for their investigation. An LAPD taking over the street where shots were fired at singer Rihanna's home Sunday afternoon. You can see the bullet holes on the gates, and investigators placing markers on an Airstream trailer parked inside. Police say the shots came from an AR-15.
The really scary part of this is Rihanna was home. Rihanna.
Yeah, man, she left. I don't blame her. You shooting me out with an AR-15, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a billionaire, so you know my name ring bells. I feel like it's a setup. Like, let me. I don't know. What I feel is that when people make a certain amount of money, right? There's a lot of information that they tend to know. And with a lot of the information that they tend to know, there are people that will hurt you for the information that you know or the knowledge that you have and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's trying to really get out of there, man. Put that lady up to it. And that lady was acting all religious too and stuff like that. Nah, man, nah. I think all it takes is for somebody with the right amount of money that want to get her out the way to get someone that's willing to do it. And yo, don't worry if you get in trouble, whatever. We get the high power lawyers and stuff like that. I really wouldn't be surprised. We got to really, you know what you got to do? You got to follow the money. Or, right? You got to follow the money, or they just going to let her, they just going to let her rock. Yeah, man. So that's kind of what went down with her, man. And I mean, so she left the country, apparently, right? Well, I don't know if I could say she left her Beverly Hills home. Let me put it like that. She left her Beverly Hills home. I don't know where she went, and hopefully she don't mention anything to anybody about where she going, because why are you trying to kill me with an AR-15? And then the lady it was a religious lady too. Religious people be the weirdest ones. You like, ain't you religious? No, I'm not religious. You don't understand. You don't know what religious is? You don't really even know what religious is. I mean, come on, bro. Like we got to really hold your hand through this. Religious people are very peculiar types of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Usually religious people, people usually can't stand religious people. Let me just throw this out here. And you love me, so I clearly can't be religious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Nah. It's crazy out there. Anyway, where we at over here? Didn't I have something else? I think I did. Hold on for a second. Yeah. Look, Lil Baby. There's something. Listen. There's a video that has surfaced of Lil Baby getting his hip grabbed by a DJ. It was kind of weird. I don't know if he was telling him something. Take a look at this clip real quick. It's kind of hard to see, but take a look anyway. And Tell me what you think. I don't know why No Jumper posted that, but I mean, you know, let me just, like, I ain't never been grabbed like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't grab my hip, bro. Like, come on, like, what are you doing? Like, that's weird. I'm sorry, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Don't grab my hip like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but nah, chill. Okay? But y'all, is it me? Am I overreacting, or ninjas ain't supposed to grab you like that? Don't hold me like that. Don't out of all the years I've been living for over 40 years, okay? Over 45 years. I ain't never been named, I ain't been touched like that. Anyway, speaking of ATL, listen, have you heard about this situation with the NBA? Like, something, it was kind of weird, right? Apparently, the NBA and the Atlanta Hawks, like, they were supposed to have had, like, Magic City perform, or Magic City come to an Atlanta Hawks game, or something weird like that. You know what I mean? It was kind of a strange situation. Maybe I should have more context to what was going on. Apparently, like, the Atlanta Hawks was supposed to have, like, Magic on a Monday type stuff, Magic City Monday. You know what I mean? That was supposed to go down on March 16th, okay? Now, I don't think it went over well with a lot of people. In fact, there was a blog post written by Spurs player Luke Cornett. This is what he said. He said, this week, the Atlanta Hawks announced a special one-night collaboration to celebrate the city's iconic cultural institution, Magic City, during the team's home game against Orlando on Monday. In his press release, the Hawks failed to acknowledge that this place is, as the business itself boasts, Atlanta's premier strip club. Given this fact, I would like to respectfully ask that the Atlanta Hawks cancel this promotional night with Magic City. The NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers, and... It's crazy that someone actually had to send this message. Like, who the hell... Yeah, they really had to tell y'all this. Allowing this night to go forward without protest would reflect poorly on us as an NBA community, specifically in being complicit in the potential objectification and mistreatment of women in our society. Let me reiterate. The man said, allowing this to go forward would make them complicit in the potential objectification. In other words, he's saying strip clubs objectify women and makes one complicit in the mistreatment of women in our society. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't give a cuss about a woman, right? Even though you got daughters, which makes it like, why the hell do you even have those? Okay? I know a lot of people feel like, yo, it ain't that bad objectifying women and mistreating them, treating them like sexual objects or pieces of meat, right? A lot of people don't got no issues with that. But Luke Cornett clearly expressed his issue with it, because it is an issue. Now, if you don't think that it's an issue, then that's an issue that you have on your own. Because if you don't see the objectification of women as a problem, then let me keep it going. It's ridiculous is what I really want to say. Like, I wanted to say a whole lot of things, but I mean, I don't want to hold back. I really don't want to hold back, right? Because I love women. I want to respect women. I think that women, listen, man, when God created women and stated that they are the glory of man, right? The most beautiful part of man, right? The excellence of man is a woman. Real talk. It is what it is. God on Mount Sinai I agree with God on Mount Sinai. Who the hell do you agree with if you think strip clubs and objectifying women is cool? Who the hell is you agreeing with? Because I agree with the Most High that was on Sinai, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Someone trying to look. I hear the keyboard fingers going crazy right now already. Oh, it ain't that bad. Strip clubs ain't that bad. Nah, you tripping, little bruh. Get the hell up out of here with all that little bruh stuff, man. You got a mother, for crying out loud. You got daughters, a mother, sister, and you cool with women being objectified? Get the cuss up out of here with that bullish. You know what I'm saying? You like, what, you ain't never watched porn before? Bruh, I've done all of that. You understand what I'm saying? And I realized that, you know what? That's the worst part of me, bruh. That was the worst me I could have ever been. Thankfully, I'm out of that. You know what I'm saying? You like, you out of porn? I'm not saying I was in porn. I'm saying, you know what? You trying to trigger me. I see that. I see what you're trying to do. Let me keep reading. My man said, I'd like to encourage the league and its owners, employees, and fans to hold the Atlanta Hawks to a higher standard of what they find worthy of promoting. I and others throughout the league were surprised by and object to the Hawks' decision. We desire to provide an environment where fans of all ages can safely come. Daddy, what is that? Oh, that's a stripper, sweetheart. Well, why? What is she doing? Yeah, she's twerking at this basketball game. I mean, who is the idiot that even thought of this? Who is the idiot that thought of that? It's a complete idiot that thought of that. You know that, right? You're like, why you so mad? Why ain't you mad, bro? Damn, man. That's why our society is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? The American culture is it's like in a dumpster, bro. It's like dumpster juice, American culture. And you who think it's cool to have a strip club at a basketball game is just further illustration that our culture is in the trash and you don't even know it. You think that there's something wrong with that. Anyway, my man said, Luke Cornett said, please join me in petitioning the Atlanta Hawks to cancel this promotion now he's not the only one. Apparently D1 also might have made a phone call to the rapper D1. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Let me tell y'all the truth. So I made a few high-level phone calls when I found out the NBA was cool with the Atlanta Hawks having a strip club-themed night at a game where kids would be.
It worked. Magic City Night is canceled at the Hawks game. Now watch this.
So this is one of the phone calls I made, and I want to play it so bad,
but I also want to protect the integrity of private phone calls.
These phone calls worked. I don't even want y'all to read my lips because I don't want y'all to know what was being said. But yeah, it worked. You heard me? I know who I talked to, and I know who they connected with, and I know that I have a platform. And I was able to get a lot of my fans and followers to make calls as well, expressing displeasure with this strip club themed night. Now, I ain't saying it's only because of us, but I know we helped move the needle. This is a concept that I teach about in my college course, you heard me? My hip hop and social change course, and it's called consumer activism. Consumers hold the most power in any industry. When you express pleasure or displeasure with something, it forces the decision makers to have to make a move. Either they continue down that path or they veer off that path. In this case, the NBA veered off that path.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up what bro did, man. Real talk, man. We gotta protect what's precious, man. And what's precious is our daughters, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much you like hoes, right? But men and women hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. We don't want to promote an avenue for your daughter to go down that involves her being objectified and mistreated by lustful, disgusting men. A lot of women that be in them strip clubs, man, you got to think about the kind of man that they've interacted with. A man that's willing to throw away his whole family, right? What most people will die for, what they'll fight for. They'll come in contact with a man that'll throw away their whole family just to bust a nut in like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of those kind of women, like, they hate men. And I mean, they hate men, bro. Real talk. Like, and they're disgusted by them. That's not to say that like, what they got to do a lot of times, they got to turn off. They got to flip a switch in their mind. Maybe get drunk, get high, turn off a switch that taps into that emotional piece. And a lot of times it be women that, real talk, you know what it is. It'd be women that be abused, right? Women that have been abused, that have been violated, that have been molested, and then they wind up in a situation where they're being exploited, right? And then there are men that will capitalize on that exploitation, Like they'll capitalize on their pain, right? And they'll take advantage of people that are wounded. Real talk, like just to fulfill their own lustful pleasures. You see what I'm saying? And it's, you know, them the worst kind of people. Real talk. Now I know there's a lot of women that disagree with me too. I mean, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. It is what it is. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. And if you disagree with me, then tell your daughter one of the avenues that she can pursue is becoming a stripper. Those of y'all that disagree, because I know there's some people in the comment section that go, disagree with me. Good, fine. I want you to tell me that you encourage your daughter to become a stripper, and then I want you to write in the comment section what she said in response to you. Tell me, okay? Please let me know, all right? Because we all know that you ain't encouraging your daughter or your niece to become a stripper. We know you're not encouraging that because you have a problem with it. My man D1 said, tell us how else we can move the needle. I would say the kind of music that glorifies murder. I want you to take a listen to Fetty Wap's new music. Take a listen real quick. Man, we got new music, a new flow, right? Something we ain't never heard before, right? Never heard before. We never heard this kind of content before. It's actually interesting because you would think, right? You would think that nowadays artists would just keep repeating the same stuff. But in actuality, we can see clearly here that we're getting absolute new content, right? New content, brand new. Never heard this type of stuff before. This is mind-blowing. It will be crazy, right? If he came out with something that we heard 50 million times over in 50 different ways. But he's coming out with something that you ain't never heard before. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You know, Fetty Wap said that he was pursuing, what is it, HVAC? Studies in HVAC? Take a listen to what he had to say.
I got my GED. I took a few HVAC courses. Yeah, I've been through things. Yeah.
That's so endearing because here's, again, I would have been like, let me start trying to write rhymes, because I know you couldn't record there.
I don't write.
You don't write?
No.
Where does it come from?
I have no idea.
Okay, this makes this even more fascinating for you because you have this, only other rapper that I've ever heard, there are two that allegedly don't write anything down. I say alleged because I've never been in the studio with them. They are Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. Those are the two that people popularly say don't write. So you have this true gift. You cannot, but even with that applause, you can't practice that gift there because there's no recording studio in prison. So your backup plan was going to be Fetty, the HVAC guy. Which, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
I'm so serious too.
No, I'm well, the reason why I go back to that because it does kind of play a role into what you said before. You never bought into that you were this big deal. And so being in the street became a backup plan. And now the HVAC becomes a legal backup plan.
Like I met a lot of people that they did, but they had like legitimate businesses and like making good amount of money. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, well, you're making like rapper money. I'm gonna try that out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're ready to give it up. Did you think you were gonna come back out as a hip hop star?
No.
You thought you were gonna come back out and have a legitimate business, like 9 to 5.
That makes more sense now. I see. He just said he doesn't write. He says he doesn't write. So that means it's all freestyle. Okay, so fine. So if it's all freestyle, then it's on the tip of his brain, right? If it's on the, when I say freestyle, I'm not saying like you're just going in any direction. I'm saying if you are not writing your lyrics, you're just spitting off what's just coming right to the top of at the surface, whatever's arising to the surface, you're just shooting that off. Okay, fine. I thought for a second that he wrote those lyrics. And I was like, wait a minute, why does it sound like stuff that I've heard for years, like literally for 30 years? I know there's nothing new under the sun. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And really, a lot of people are just really rapping like what they what they lived and stuff like that. But I think, a lot of people are tired of hearing. I think the wave is over, quite frankly. It's been a 30-year wave. I mean, come on. You can't possibly think maybe I'm wrong, right? But one couldn't possibly think that folks still want to hear this, right? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I've grown out of it. I mean, I still listen to a lot of the old music that was like heavy gun clapper type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I still listen to that. I guess there's still a large portion of people that still love that. And, that's, but people love the music that they listened to when they was in their teenage years. It's just now, it's just kind of like, if you're coming out now doing that, and it's kind of like, and you older, it's like, what are you doing? Like, if I understand if you was in your 20s, but that wave is over. And remember, it was an industry that was heavy on pushing that, and they fueled a lot of money into it. But I don't know if the industry is still fueling a lot of money into it anymore. It ain't. I don't think it is. So you got to learn how to grab your surfboard and jump on a different wave. Anyway, take a listen to Cardi B on The Ultimate Lick Back. Take a listen.
My ex cheated on me, so I got my lick back and slept with his twin brother. Now I'm pregnant and they both could be the father. You're a messy bitch. Should I tell both of them or say nothing? Because the baby gonna look like both of them anyway. Oh, bitch, you're very fucking, bitch, you really finessed the system.
Damn, it's cold out there. You see how people be doing stuff like that. You probably, I didn't know. I thought it was you, man, your twin. And do they have the same DNA? I think twins have the same DNA. Y'all help me out, because, I ain't pay attention to science. Do they have the same DNA? I feel like they do. I think they do. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section, those of y'all that got an A in science, because I got a D in everything. It is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You're like, how you got a D in everything? You talking to us. Hey, look, man, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just because you got a D don't mean you can't be successful. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 college degrees. I got those 2 Ds. You know what I'm saying? So what? And really, honestly, I still don't think I'm smart. And I know people with doctorate degrees and they dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? So degrees don't even impress me. I work beside people that got degrees and they idiots, bro. So a lot of them are not that smart. Like, I'd be like, why I feel like I'm the smartest one here. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't that smart. It'd be crazy. Anyway, listen. Let me know what y'all think about that. That's a crazy story. Is that not a loop? I don't think it's a loophole. I don't think it's a loophole because it's not a loophole. Because she cheated. And you know what happens? She's pregnant, right? She's pregnant, and then the ex, it's crazy, right? Because she's pregnant. So now what happens is she's pregnant, and then if her ex-boyfriend is like, I never want to see you again, but she slept with the brother's gonna know that that's his baby. So I guess the brother could always play it off like, you know what, I'm gonna always see my nephew, whatever type. It's weird. That's a crazy situation. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that situation. That's a wild story. You feel like you should have heard that story a long time ago, right? Some of y'all like, I did already hear that. That's an old clip. Yeah, I know you heard everything already. Anyway, since you heard everything already, let me let you listen to Kodak on being sassy, okay? Since you know everything already, you're probably sassy too. Take a listen to what Kodak had to say about that.
I'll let you know something, man. Be extra careful, man. Like these days, all real niggas be extra careful, bro. Cause what's going on right now, fam? It's a pandemic on the real motherfuckers out here, right? Know what I mean? And then it's like all type of like crazy hoes watching and shit like that. They too, right? It's like, you can't, like, niggas can't have shit these days. Anything you do, one false move on me, you sassy. Soon enough, niggas ain't even gonna be able to enjoy Christmas. I'm like, what the fuck, man? He expected a gift for Christmas, he's sassy. That's it. Hey, so like, just be extra careful these days.
You're like, what did he say? He just said be careful. He said be careful because you ain't gonna be able to do anything and people gonna even think you sassy. they gonna think you sassy if you expect a Christmas gift. That's what he said.
Niggas can't have shit these days.
Did that just pop in? All right, whatever. Take a listen to King real quick. Cause I think, let me do my shout outs real quick. I'm gonna do my shout outs and then I'm gonna let you know what King got going on, T.I.'s son. All right, let me see my shout outs real quick, man. I'm not in a great mood today. I'm just gonna let y'all know, and I apologize if I seem a little abrasive today, man. But you know, I'm not. You know, I can't be incredible every day, bro. I can't. Like I'm human too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Albert Williams. My man said you're a celeb, man. He said, you ever notice that most of us viewing actually feel like you one of our siblings? Really? That's what's up, man. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel familial. You know what I'm saying? My man said, when you report and complain and then later apologize and then go into preaching, I really appreciate you for that. Some of us have families, but we cooped in our rooms and you become our outlet, man. Thank you, my G. Yo, I appreciate that, Albert Williams, man. Thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? That does mean a lot, man. That lets me know that, like, it's not just me, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see where we at over here, man. George Peoples said they are called column-style trophies. Oh, he's talking about the lady that tried to kill Rihanna. They're called column-style trophies because of the colored vertical column in the middle that connects the base to the figure on top. Typical features include plastic or metal figurine at the top, colored column, marble or plastic. Somebody with a ChatGPT. Sometimes side trim pieces or multiple tiers. These trophies are extremely common for school competitions, sports league. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. George, you had to get this from ChatGPT. You ever notice whenever, let me give you a little tip about ChatGPT. When people start talking about nervous systems and stuff like that, ChatGPT told them. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everything got a lingo. That's ChatGPT's lingo when they talk about nervous systems. You know what I'm saying? Charlon de Crittenden said, where is the original guy that does the show? Because you do not sound like him. Really? Who do I sound like then? How's she gonna tell me I don't sound like me? That's crazy. I don't sound like me, Charlatan de Crittenden. I tell you, man, just because people look good don't mean they normal. Anyway, Southside Huncho said, the girl clearly has some mental health issues. Hopefully she can get the help she needs in prison. And Celeb, I told you, you now have beef with your neighbors. My neighbors were supposed to come by yesterday, but they ain't come by. I was waiting for them too. I had my flail next to me and everything. Y'all want to see my flail? You want to see the flail? I gotta let you see the flail. The flail only comes out when it needs to. You know what I'm saying? I took a picture of the flail and everything, but I ain't showing it to you. DC Alpha said the trophies in the background of Ivana Ortiz are indeed state beauty pageant awards and trophies. I believe it. She wasn't ugly. And lastly, didn't I have another shout out that I took a picture of? Yeah, I think I did, man. Marcus Dane. Marcus Dane said, I love the content. I just can't get with scripture. I'm not a religious person, so Marcus Dane. You know, a lot of people they're not religious people, and I get that. I'm not religious neither. Let me just tell you about religious people, okay? Religious people, they focus on like outward behavior. You know what I mean? Outward rules and appearance. But their heart, they don't really have a heart with God. You understand what I'm saying? They're not humble usually. They don't have humility. They care about rules more than they care about people, right? They don't exercise mercy towards people. They exercise like the rule of the law, the letter of the law, not mercy. You understand? They're more concerned with appearance more than character. Okay? And they judge other people, but they don't have humility. And they tend to substitute ritual for obedience. You understand what I'm saying? They don't live what the scriptures teach, because the scriptures teach that you should be humble. Let me tell you something. Anybody that be telling you about God, but they ain't humble or they don't got humility, then they kind of far from God, if they even have God, because humility is one of the traits of a person that's really locked in with God. You know what I mean? So that's one character trait that you should look for. A person that has love, joy, peace, you know what I mean? Patience, gentleness, goodness, faithfulness, meekness, self-control, right? They got a love for you. You know what I'm saying? They telling you about God. I get with it. But, you know, let me tell you, people that are really connected to God, you might enjoy speaking to them and being around them. And they might press God onto you at certain times, but not all the times necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Only when it really applies, I guess. Me, I got a platform. So I feel like a lot of y'all, I might not have an opportunity to be able for y'all to hear me. Y'all might never tune in again. So I try to make every moment count, because I told God if I had an opportunity to spread his message, I'm going to spread it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to try to, keep my word to God to the best of my ability. Jesus is Lord. Put that in the comment section if y'all rocking with it. And finally, King T.I. has spoken on his son King, and spoken on how King acts like he's entitled, which is, it's just a terrible character trait. Take a listen to what was said about King real quick from his daddy. Take a listen.
King asked for $100,000 like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, I need, come on, man, it ain't nothing. Yeah, you got it. All that money you got.
A little bit of that money.
That's right.
But then the money don't want a dime. He won't accept no money.
He cold.
The money won't accept no money. Deja, she won't accept no money. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, as a father,
Major, he don't want no money. Major, he turned 18 and it's time for him to get a car. And I say, me and his mama talking to her like, hey man, so we got to get you a car, man, cause now you got to drive. But like, driving company gonna take me to school. That shit's expensive.
Extremely expensive.
It's expensive. Hey man, you need to learn how to drive. You need to get you a car.
Yeah.
You got your learning license. Let's drive. You're like, I guess. I said, okay, so what kind of car, you think you finna get? Cause I'm finna break it to him. Like, don't be thinking. He said, I mean, just something reliable that can get me from here to there.
Funny, boy.
I said, whoa, okay. He said, man, I don't want anything too much. I don't want nothing too much, because I don't think I can take care of that yet. I want to wait till I can actually maintain.
That's a blessing. You was like,
I was like, man, boy, I'm sure got a Corolla coming for you, man. I'm sure,
and then it's like nobody look at that. Nobody look at, and then just.
That make you want to give him more though.
Yeah. And look, he raised some good kids. Then he raised some good kids. You can't, here's the thing, man. However a person is, whether as a rapper, as an entertainer, as a this, as a that, it might could be way different from how they are as a parent, right? As a parent, you gotta remember, people operate in different roles. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be incredible parents but terrible friends. You know what I'm saying? To you, right? So everybody has a role that they play, and apparently, if all his kids is like, nah, you don't really got to give us money like that. That's cool. That's a great child. Just cause he's got the one kid that's like, yo, can I get $100K? Cause you got the money. That don't mean that he's a bad parent all around. Maybe that kid is just the greedy one. Everybody got a greedy one. Are you the greedy one? Let me know in the comments below if you're the greedy child. Yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you of all of your parents' children? Right? Are you the greedy one, or are you the one that's kind of and just be honest, you know what I'm saying? Here's a better question. Were things just handed to you? That might can make a difference. If things were just easily, readily given to you, then you might not have been the greedy one, because the greedy one, don't nobody want to give him anything. Right? I think so. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Be sure, yo, man, I'm going to try to do better tomorrow. I'm going to try to be better tomorrow, all right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.